All right, this is the last question in the module, and it's a little harder than most outlines, but let's take a look. The student wants to indicate which category most routine diplomatic correspondence belongs in, so which category most belongs in, based on how sensitive information is classified. So that's kind of two goals, and I think that that's the key here, is this is really two things, right? So there's one goal here, so think of it like a checkbox, and then here's the other. So we want to check off both goals. So I still don't really understand the goals, but I understand there's two of them. So I'm trying to think about that as I read these choices. So I'm skipping the outline. Let's see if we can get it without that. A, according to the US government, which classifies such sensitive information as routine diplomatic correspondence, confidential information could damage national security if disclosed. Okay, so is this telling me which category most routine diplomatic correspondence belongs in? I don't think it says most anywhere, right? Such is not most. So it feels like maybe category or goal number one is missing. And how sensitive information is classified? Well, I guess confidential information could damage national security if disclosed. Maybe that's it. I genuinely don't know what's going on here. I'm just confused by this choice. But that doesn't mean I'm like thinking it's right. I mean, honestly, I'm thinking it's wrong because it doesn't really answer the two questions that the question itself wanted me to bring up. So let's see. Choice B. Most routine diplomatic correspondence is classified according to the degree to which disclosure could affect the nation's security. Fine, but it's not naming the category, right? Which category is most things in? Well, it doesn't say the category. It just says that most of them are classified based on how sensitive they are, but it doesn't list the category that most are going to end up in. So I'm much more confident this is wrong because I understand it better, and it's failing to answer the first part. C, having the potential to damage national security if disclosed, most routine diplomatic correspondence is classified as confidential. So, which category is most routine diplomatic correspondence going to be in? Confidential, right? So that seems good. Then, is it based on how sensitive information is classified? Well, yeah, because it's going to damage national security. So I guess that's it. Like this second goal I have less understanding of, but let's look at D. If disclosed, communication with both allies and adversaries could affect the nation's security. Well, it doesn't list any categories. So it's got to be C. Now notice I'm not going to go back to A. And the reason is, for me, goal number one was so much easier to understand, right? Like, which category I can even turn it into a better question, right? Which category does most routine diplomatic correspondence belong in? Confidential. It just says it. And that's the best way that we can handle these questions, is we don't want to have to think. We don't want to have to go to the outline. We are pretending that we are readers who have not done all the background research on this topic. So we wouldn't know. So the author of this thing, who is also the author of the outline, would then need to collect all this research and present this information to us in a way that we understand exactly what the question wants us to understand. So that's why I don't like reading the outline. I really want to just kind of go in fresh and not have a bias based on now gaining all the knowledge that the outline gives me. I want to pretend I don't know, and the choice, the correct answer in this case, needs to inform me specifically of which category most routine diplomatic correspondence belongs in. Only choice C does that. I'm confident that's the answer.